So corridor extraction, feature line extraction tool. They've made some fantastic improvements to this, although there is a few pitfalls, but generally it's on the right track. You can extract feature lines straight from the ribbon there. You can see it like sort of highlights them really nicely as you go over all the different sort of regions. You also get a number of selections down the bottom in the command prompt there, so you can just say, well, all, or maybe you just want to do various regions. You can be like that region, that region, that region, that region, that region, or you can actually just select actually draw a polygon if you want to as well. Once you get in, you'll notice you have like all your different feature lines, and this is one of the pitfalls of this tool is you have this option down the bottom here that says join feature lines in adjacent regions, which is really good. You tick that on. However, if the objects are on different sides, so if the daylight is on the left side and the other daylight's on the right side, which can quite often happen around a corridor intersection, that's on the left hand side, but that's on the right hand side. So it's not going to join the daylight simply because of the side component. So they really need to update this so that it doesn't really do that. You have a number of settings here. You can say, do you want to maintain a dynamic link to the corridor, which is quite useful. And so if you combine this with data shortcutting corridors as well, can be even more useful. And you can select a basic code set style as well. So if I select all green, so we can see what it does here, hit extract, and so there you go. Now notice these little bubbles that are coming up here. This is a result of the smoothing. So if I actually undo that, and let's extract that again, and go feature line. I'm just going to choose all this time. Go to settings. I'm going to turn off smoothing and change that to green. Say join all, and I'll explain this joining problem in a tick. Okay, it takes a little while. Hit extract. So notice with no smoothing, the smoothing turned off, you don't get that odd bubble. So you can see it's joined like some of these strings up, but there's a few key problems. Like, so firstly, if there is a weird gap like that between the feature lines, they won't join, which is quite common in corridors if there might be a minor elevation difference on the curb return from the straight section. So that there's no fuzz factor in the corridor feature line joining. But additionally, the side problem is, so this is on the left hand side, it's a left hand side alignment, that's on the right hand side region, and that's a left hand side region. So even though these are even perfectly joined, I like that, well actually they're not even right on, but some of these dots are right on the money. The feature lines won't join together because of that side difference, which can be a little bit frustrating. So in addition to, so I'll probably just show the extraction tool using Polygon. What I really like is the ability to say, well, I just want the regions within a polygon. So you can actually say, I just want the feature lines within a polygon. So you can just draw like a polyline of where you want your stuff. Select your corridor and say, give me the feature lines inside that polygon right there. And join them all together, choose a style for them, and there you go. So it's only got those feature lines just within that region. If you do move the polygon and regen, it doesn't update, but if you rebuild the corridor, there you go. It tries to update to the new polyline. I have noticed it doesn't always get the snapping correct to the polyline when you rebuild. In fact, it limits itself to the regions that you've had selected. Oh, so there you go. That's corridor feature line extraction.